Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara and I talk about all things makeup no-buy, conscientious consumerism, decluttering, and curating your makeup collection. I say this in every video, but for those who don't know, haven't watched any of my videos before, I have been on a makeup no-buy for about 2 years now. I started at the beginning of 2019. It is now December of 2020. It's been 2 years, which is pretty wild. People often ask me, how much money did I save by doing a makeup no-buy? What was I spending before compared to what I'm spending now? Now, I will say I have bought a few things during my makeup no-buy. I mean, I've called it a makeup no-buy. Maybe some people would categorize it as a low buy, but because I bought fewer than 5 makeup products, I believe, I consider that a no-buy. Unfortunately, I wasn't tracking the amount of money that I was spending prior to my no-buy, so I don't actually know what I spent on makeup and skincare and hair care and everything in a typical year before I stopped buying makeup. So that might be kind of disappointing. I mean, I don't know how many normal people track how much they spend on makeup. I think people who are really good at budgeting do that, but I don't think most people do. So hope you will forgive me for not tracking that. Maybe in the future I'll do that just for data, just to see the difference in spending over the years, because of course in this video I'm going to be talking about how much I spent over the past 2 years on makeup and skincare. So I will have a marker to compare that to going forward into the future. Will I continue on a makeup no-buy in the future? I'm not going to be discussing that in this video, but I will address it in future videos. So before I get into what I've spent, I thought I would do a mini haul. The most money I've spent this year has actually been on skincare, not on makeup, and that's simply because I ran out of a lot of skincare, whereas I didn't run out of makeup. I think I just have more makeup backups. There was some stuff I actually needed in the skincare department. For example, I'd never bought serums before. So yeah, I spent more money on skincare this year than I did on makeup, so I'm just going to do a quick little haul of what I've purchased from The Ordinary, because all of it has come from The Ordinary. If you aren't interested in what I've purchased from The Ordinary, then you can skip right ahead to where I talk about how much I've spent. So I will insert the time right here. You can click to there. I bought these products in 2 different batches. One was 2 months ago and one was just last week, but I never hauled the first bunch and people were asking what I bought, so I figured I'd just run over them quickly together. So firstly, I purchased this moisturizer. I did put these all back in their containers because I had already opened them, of course. This is the Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. This was just to replace my night moisturizer. I am really enjoying it. I don't love the smell, but that's really my only complaint. It's not super thick, and I do enjoy that because my previous one was very thick moisturizer. I did also get 2 serums on my first trip. So this is the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%, and this other serum is the Buffet serum. This was a single product that I feel the most people told me I had to purchase, it was a miracle product. Because I tried a few of these sort of at once, I can't tell which ones are the most effective, which ones are doing things for my skin. I do feel I have seen an improvement in my skin over the past couple months, but I don't know which product I can attribute that to, or that's sort of a case of using them all together at once. Now, the next 3 products I got, I haven't actually tried yet. So I got this one to replace my cleanser, which I just finished. I haven't opened it yet. I wanted to get the squalene one, but they didn't have it, and I didn't even realize that this wasn't an Ordinary brand product until after I purchased it when it came home. It is from the Abnormal Beauty Company, but it's not the Ordinary brand, and it was pretty expensive. I didn't really look at the cost when I was buying them, but this one was 20 bucks, so that strikes me as more expensive than these other products, to be sure. I'm not sure if that's just because this particular brand is more expensive, but this is the Hylamide High Efficiency Face Cleanser. So again, I can't give you a review because I haven't tried this yet. The next product I got was this sunscreen. I don't actually have a face sunscreen. I use a daily moisturizer that has SPF, but I've heard that that's not really strong enough. You should use it in conjunction with a proper SPF. This is only SPF 15. I had hoped to get the SPF 30, but they said that's only available online, not in stores, and I did pick these all up in the store. I haven't actually opened this yet, so it's kind of neat seeing it's a different color from the rest of these, so that's cute. And the last product I purchased was the Marine Hyaluronics. I was between this one and a salicylic acid because I don't use any kind of, I think this is an acid, on my face, and they said that this one was better for oily skin. Again, I haven't tried this one yet. I'm a bit unclear on like how many products you can use at one time. Right now I use one serum and then a moisturizer on top, but like, can I layer 3 serums? I don't know. So that's just what it looks like. It looks like all these other ones. One tiny little comment, this My Buffet serum, I don't know if you can tell, but it's askew. Like it doesn't close properly, which is like not a big deal. It still closes perfectly fine, but it looks like off kilter. So I thought that was kind of weird, and this was the first one I opened, so I was like, oh, that doesn't bode well. That was all the Ordinary products that I purchased. The last 3 ones I got during the November sale, so those were I think 23% off. In total, that came out to $30, and then the first set of Ordinary products that I purchased came out to about $30 as well. So I have spent $60 on the Ordinary just by itself, which, you know, it's not a huge amount of money, but that is actually more than I've spent on makeup in total, which is pretty wild. And now let's move on to talking about how much I've spent in makeup and everything else over the past 2 years. I did film this on a different day, so just so you know, I will look a bit different, but let's hop into it. It has not just been makeup that I have been abstaining from purchasing. It's been pretty much everything. Makeup, hair care, skincare, body care, everything. I decided to just stop purchasing entirely from, what would you call these categories? Like personal care. Now, there were myriad reasons that I decided to stop purchasing entirely, and if you're interested in the why, I will link that video here where I talk about all that. I won't really go into details, but what I found that once I started No Buy, I couldn't stop. Like, it was actually fun. Not to not buy makeup, but it was fun to finish makeup, to actually get through products that I loved and I never thought I'd be able to finish, or products that I hated. Honestly, that's even more satisfying. Decluttering, getting to know my collection better, I really enjoyed all that, and so that is why I continued in the second year. And also because I still had so much stuff to get through, I didn't need any new makeup except for a few things. And that is why I did spend some money on my Makeup No Buy, which is what this video is all about. I will be discussing how much I spent while on a Makeup No Buy for the past 2 years. I will discuss makeup primarily, but I'll also talk about like skincare and hair care, if I did buy any of those other things, how much I spent on those as well. Got my handy dandy notebook here where I wrote down everything that I purchased. I didn't really know if I should include gifts in here, so I'll sort of state those at the end because I was bringing new makeup into my collection, but I obviously wasn't purchasing them. So starting with 2020, first off, the only makeup products that I actually purchased were eyeshadow, and they were actually all from ColourPop. This year I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes, the Yes Please palette. This came back into stock and I was so excited. I needed to have it. And Orangey Black, I've been loving oranges on my eyes. Those are the 2 palettes that I purchased this year, and they each cost $12, so that was $24. I did have to pay shipping for that, but I'm not going to include like shipping or taxes in this video just for simplicity's purposes. So yeah, skincare and eyeshadows, that's what I purchased. And then in terms of hair care, I bought this John Frieda Controlled Lightening Spray. This was to replace the Sun-In that I used to use. I just use this for during the year when it's not summer, to sort of have like a natural highlight in my hair. I have discussed this in a previous video. And then also Lush shampoo. I buy all of my shampoos from Lush just because it is package free. I don't actually know how many shampoos I purchased in this length of time. I want to say maybe 4. This one here is $15. I'm just gonna say I spent $45 on shampoo. Okay, and then in terms of presents, I got this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in JK Magic. This was a present that I asked for. I also got this Laneige lip sleeping mask. You'll notice it's still in the packaging. I'm trying to use up my lip balms first before I move on to this, even though I realize they kind of serve different purposes. I want to use up the products I don't like before I move on to the products that I do. This was a present that I didn't ask for, but it was very much appreciated. And this was also in 2019. The only 2 other products that I purchased in 2019 were these 2 single eyeshadows from ColourPop. I love these. Lately I've been getting more use out of the palettes because those have just been newer and more exciting to me, but I had a lot of fun with these, and I do love reds on my eyes. These were each $6. The final amount of money that I spent on all of my makeup, skincare, hair care over the past 2 years comes out to a grand total of, that is without tax or shipping or anything. And then if you include the presents, which I don't, but you know, they were new makeup that did come into my collection, it comes up to, there you have it. I spent just over $100 over the course of 2 years on makeup, skincare, hair care. I didn't spend any money on body care, which isn't really surprising. I mean, I need like lotion. I don't know what else people buy for their body. It's still got lots of lotion to go through. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Let me know if the amount that I spent was more than you expected or less than you expected. Would you consider this a low buy or a no buy? Let me know. Bye-bye. I got this with Charlotte Tilbury. This was stated. Wow, it's a hot pink truck. I've never seen that before.